What's going on, ladies and gents? Teachers here, bringing you guys today some more Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. Now today, we're going to be talking about the three major reworks to operators. I almost said REWORK, like I just totally slurred my word there. But just before the video fully kicks off, I'd like to thank once again Ryan from Salt Shaker Studios for helping me with the testing and gaming with me while I got this footage. It meant so much to me, thank you. Go check out his channel down below, link is in the description. Yesterday's video was on the muzzle brake, so if you guys haven't, go check that out. But without further ado, let's talk about the three operator reworks. Now, the first one is probably something I really want everyone to listen to. So I don't care if you click on after this part or just listen to this whole part, because this is something extremely important that I want to get across to the Rainbow Six Siege community. Because like this here will probably save you a lot of headache with spawn killing and stuff like that. We're talking about Twitch. Now, as you guys know, Twitch's drone, she now only gets shock drones. She gets two shock drones, one in the start phase, and if that one breaks, she gets another one on reserve. Shock drones now have 30% increased speed to bring them on speed with normal drones. They still can't jump. The red dot has been removed from them, and their shock taser has been, the dart as they called it, has been reduced, not reduced, but increased to 7 meters from 5 meters. So nothing too drastic of a change, just obviously she has a drone that can shock you in the beginning of the game, causing damage before the game gets underway. Now, the most important thing I want everyone to take away from this before I talk about the pros and cons of this is a major pro. Don't use the drone to go inside the building. Use the drone to go outside of the map and take out the cameras, so they don't know where you're coming from. You leave an element to surprise, so a Jaeger or Smoke or whoever spawn camping doesn't have a better idea of where you are, because how they locate you is they sit on the camera, wait for one to get shot out, run to that side, and wait for you so they know you're coming. Now with Twitch, you take out all those cameras. Well, some maps they are extremely elevated, like Yacht and Border, and Canals too. They do have some elevation. I'm not sure if they can take it out or not, but I know in House, a map that is spawn camped a lot on, like a lot of angles are spawn camped, you can take out the cameras with the Twitch drone, the one that's beside the street and the one that's beside the garden house. Strongly recommend that, guys. You're going to save yourself a lot of headache in the end. And then obviously after, you can bring in your Twitch drone and take everything else out. But of course, let's talk about more on the pros and cons of having the Twitch drone in the starting round. You can damage enemies. Okay, that's good. Now the enemies are at lower health, it depends on how much you hit them, at a lower percentage of health. This also means mutes have to place their jammers more strategically. Mutes, don't place your jammer in the middle of a doorway crevice. Don't leave it in that part where they can see under. A Twitch drone can shoot that. If you put it beside the door, the Twitch drone can't come through. It needs to go through your jammer to get to you. So if you lock out the Twitch drone, you're saving your team in the long run. So any mute lovers out there, or any of you guys planning on playing mute, this is an extremely important thing, because this is a strong counter to Twitch in the beginning. All you have to do is block out our drone by not having your mute jammer exposed all that much in the doorway. Now since the Twitch drone can't jump, it also can't see the mute jammers that are on top of stairs, so that will be a very benefit as well. So you can take it out if you're on upper floors. Twitch will have a more difficult time, especially on House coming up the stairs there. Her shock drone will be completely useless if you lock those two staircases down ASAP. But then other maps too, you should place the mute jammer, or if you don't have that luxury, I should say, you should place the mute jammer inside of the door, so the drone has to come in to get it, and therefore it will get jammed and it can't take it out, because once again, the range of the Twitch drone has been changed to 7 meters, which is just 2 meters longer, but hey, it makes a difference when you can snipe, or you can take out something. It does make a difference. So, she only now has 2 drones, obviously, with the shock drones. They each still have their 15 tasers, and they still do the same amount of damage. Now, this is also counteracted by Doc's new upgrade, that I'll talk more in depth with him, but he can also heal people back with like 40 points of HP, and all that good stuff, because, everyone loves a good healing from Doc. But other than that, it's pretty good. Like, Twitch's rework is really, really nice. I like it a lot. Other than that, that's really the biggest rework with her, and those are the biggest tips I can tell you. Now, if you guys play smartly with a Twitch drone, what you can do is you can wait behind Capcans or Jaegers or Bandits, and boom, take out their devices as they try and drop them. Take out those Capcan charges as they drop them, and it's like, oh, there's one over there, boom. Capcan charge gone. Now I know this is technically a nerf to Capcan as well because he's already one of the weaker operators, or at least his gadget's on the weaker end, which does suck, admittedly. But hey, if you're not paying attention, you're not listening for a big ass drone that's rolling in, you might want to pay attention or place your bit traps after. This does make this, like, the whole setup defense round a little bit more aggravating for the defenders because they have to set their gadgets after they take out a Twitch. But of course, if there's no Twitch, then it's just all regular drones. So moving on from that, that's pretty much the biggest changes with Twitch's drone and ability gadget, and that's pretty much the focus point of today's video, is just their ability reworks, because I once again did cover all the gun stuff in the muzzle brake video. So if you guys are interested in that, go check out that video, because it'll also talk about the accuracy of DMRs and stuff like that. I want to talk about, obviously, focus on their abilities for this. Speaking of abilities, wow, that was a terrible transition. Let's talk about the other French person, Doc. So Doc has just received a buff where he can now heal himself or overheal someone to up to 120 health, and it will diminish by a point every 2 seconds. It's let's just say Ryan and I have already come up with a strategy called the Rock, where it is me as Doc spamming him with stim pistols when he needs it, running outside with a P90 and spraying everyone down because they can't kill him. Now, of course, the headshot will still knock him clean down and silly, but hey, it's still a lot of health to deal with, and if people can't hit that headshot, they're going to have a bad time and all that jazz. Now, I do notice that the Doc stim dart, at least on Xbox, I don't know about PC or PS4, whenever you hit someone with it, there's like a brief second before it actually kicks in, and that does sometimes get a little wonky. The whole rock combination, as Ryan and I were trying earlier, once again, go check out Salt Shaker Studios in the description below. I would shoot him with the stim pistol, he would then oh, I need a mech, then someone would rush him, and it wouldn't kick in, and it would be like this awkward situation. It wasn't fun. Now, so obviously stuff like that, you can heal your teammates if they get hit by a shock drone off spawn, if they get hit with flak damage, stuff like that. You know, you can just put your teammates back in the fight quicker, which is really nice, by 40 health, or you can overheal them if you need. But use the stim pistol sparingly. Don't spam it at everyone. You know, you don't need to constantly overheal people. The overheal is nice. It's not a necessity. It's kind of like Caveira. If you get the interrogation, that's cool, but just focus on killing people as your #1 priority. It's kind of something like that. But other than that, Dog, once again, can also heal himself for the same 40 points of damage. He has to go through the animation. He can still revive himself, still revive people. I think he has 4 shots total still. So, good old Doc's good old Doc. I like the way it's going. Doc has definitely seen an increase, and this is a good thumbs up in my book. Next, let's talk about the beast himself, Blackbeard. Now, Blackbeard used to be a menace, and he's still in the right, mind actually is. His shield just received a huge rework. I'm not going to say nerf because there is benefits to it. He now has 2 shields compared to 1. Both shields have 150 health. Now, this means that, as you'll see in some of the testing here, Ryan's shooting me at distance with the P90. It's like 8 or so bullets at a good range. So that means Jaeger's 416 will be a strong opponent against Blackbeard. And that means a shotgun up close will also do a lot too, but it has to be right up to his face and stuff like that. So getting down Blackbeard's throat is something very important to do. As you even see from the gameplay I'm showing, I even get my shield broken twice in the game and still manage to come out on top, which is really nice. So, with all that good jazz being said, Blackbeard, his gun did also receive a rework where it now obtains its maximum recoil at 100% faster, or it's like they increased the rate of it. It was like 50% faster to its max recoil to like 100% faster to its max recoil. Now, it's not like instant max recoil. It's kind of confusing how they worded it. But the Scar H is still a lovable gun. It's still amazing. Blackbeard's still a great character, but he falls in line. Like, now he has weakness. He's not overpowered as he used to be. He has his weakness. It's good. He's in line. It's not that he's just a human, head glitching machine anymore. He actually has to be careful. Now, of course, the UI system does show in the bottom corner there. You'll see that it will identify for me what Blackbeard's shield's health are at. You can swap between if there's too many bullet holes in one, or you need a more fresh shield for the next firefight. Stuff like that. It's really useful. Now, it's not instant swapping. There is actual delay between it, which is good. I like what they did with Blackbeard. I can agree with it. I get behind it. It's good. His weapons are just very, very powerful now, and his shield is no longer the menace that it used to be. It's no longer Black Shield anymore, essentially. I don't know if that was racist or not. If it was, I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't racist. Anyways, but yeah, overall, these reworks are fantastic. I love it. Each character has definitely seen some more use. I love where this is going. This overall patch has made Rainbow Six Siege feel so much more fresh because there's almost a new level to it with these new gadgets. Speaking of gadgets, if you guys haven't noticed already, tomorrow we'll be covering the impact grenades, the day after will be claymores, and then the day after that will be heavy barrel. It's a little bit more hard to cover the heavy barrel because a lot less weapons got it compared to like nearly all of them that got the muzzle brake. But I will be covering the heavy barrel soon. In a video on its own. I just need to get more footage with it, more time with it, because once again, limited characters have it compared to the fleet of muzzle breaks that are in the game. So stay tuned tomorrow for impact grenades, and they'll be looking for that. Then after that will be claymores once again, and then heavy barrel. So if you guys are excited, don't forget to subscribe. Once again, check out Ryan's channel. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I'll see you, Sexy Beast, in the next episode. Peace.